today?
Well, the weather is great and it's sunny. It was raining 2 days ago, actually. So let me see if we, uh, let's see.
How many grades do you have there?
I think it's like 26 or something right now.
26. So hot. No, in Italy is now
It's hot,
close to
look.
20, but not. Here comes the winter, absolutely. Autumn. Autumn is just, the sky is gray. We don't have sun, nothing. Nothing. I'm
Okay.
just. Okay,
Oh,
would you like
Toya,
to?
we are now online. Everybody, I think, listening us. So welcome.
Okay.
I'm calling you from Istanbul studio.
Oh, it's
So
great.
yeah, actually, I do love Italian culture actually, and I
Erika,
really
I don't hear
enjoy.
you well again. I don't
Okay,
hear you well
so
again.
would you
Okay.
mind checking your internet connection also?
Now my connection
Do
is
you hear
good.
me
It's
well?
very good.
Okay, okay. Do you hear me now?
Now is better. Okay.
Okay. So Ottovio Kunz is my friend from Italy. I really
Florence.
love, yes, I really love Italian culture and I like it. And
Oh,
welcome to Istanbul. I want to really welcome you in Istanbul after
yeah,
this
I know.
pandemic period.
At least when I can, my first travel will be again. Also alone. Alone, I would
Hello.
like to come.
Okay, so you love to travel solo. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I want to ask you some questions. You have been in England for a few months and you stayed for a long time. You always travel around
Yeah.
the world and you like traveling. So, are you afraid of traveling abroad alone? Or when,
Never. I feel better to travel alone than with other people.
oh,
For a
really?
lot
That's
of
nice.
reasons. For a lot of reasons. Clarissa, can you close? Sorry, I closed the door because maybe I hear you better. Just a
Okay.
while. It's better to travel alone, Erika. You
Yes.
understand me?
Uh,
Oh, now it's
by the way,
better.
my name. Mhm.
Are you agree with me? It's better to travel alone than in company.
I
Alone is
always travel
better.
alone.
Alone is better.
You know that after resigning my job, I traveled to South America alone. It took
Yeah.
me long period and I was alone. So traveling alone is giving you self-esteem, freedom, also giving you more motivation to feel better, I guess.
Absolutely. You can have more connection, more friends. You can do what you want because everybody is different for habits, for liking things. Maybe somebody's like to go outside in the evening, in the night, and other people likes maybe to go to museums. No, alone is better. Absolutely. You know, more people is completely different. You do what you want.
I
Yeah.
we love traveling. I mean, traveling makes me refreshing actually. It's been more than 9 months. I've been home and it's really, for me, it's a growthy period. Just doing my business, improving myself. So I have some questions. I mean, do you speak English in Italy? I mean, when I was in Italy 10 years ago, people were really helpful, but they didn't really speak good English. But they were not really afraid of speaking English.
Erica, put your mic more close to your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, because I understand you, but I'm in difficult to comprehend your words because sometimes it's not going. Okay, perfect. Now, in Italy, not so much people talk English, depending from the job, of course. For my job, English is good because all the webinars are in English. all the meetings are in English, because actually I work for a big company that is in the north of Italy, and in the contract that I signed, that is writing also that English must be your first language. Just writing on the contract. So depending from the job and from the city and many things. Maybe if you live in Milan, for example, or in Rome, there are more touristic places, or
Florence.
Or Florence, yeah, depending from the city. If the biggest city, English is used more than in the little towns. It's depending for many, many reasons.
I know you more than 10 years, and let's talk about what you do for living.
My job is, I am a marketing manager and social media manager for a company that exists in Turin, in the north of Italy, and I'm selling accessories, clothes, dressing, all the things, shoes, fashion. I'm selling fashion.
You know, I love dresses and shoes.
Yeah, thank you. Because you're a woman. Every woman loves shoes.
Ottolia,
Clarissa is studying. Say something, Clarissa. Hello.
Hello. I'm studying for the
high school.
High school is the 4 year. The 4 year. And I'm studying.
You are not going to school nowadays because of COVID-19 pandemic period.
Yeah. What are you asking? Sorry, if she goes to school.
You are not going to school because of pandemic period, COVID-19, because of the virus. You can't go to school. It's banned to going to school. You study from home, right?
Yeah, she's studying from home. She was studying from home, of course. For many months? 6 months?
5.
5 months. For 5 months, she was studying home. Incredible. 5 months is so long time.
Yeah, I know.
From febbraio, marzo, aprile, ma...
No, la quarantena.
Sì.
Le lezioni di marzo, aprile e maggio e giugno.
March, April, May and June. Sì. Half of February too. So long time.
In Istanbul, next Monday, students will go to school only for 2 days, and we'll see what's going to happen. Yes, but we are really afraid. I am personally afraid of. And actually, students learned how to study online, which is very good for us.
Again.
They will go to school. Our government let us to.
Erika, so you are again in lockdown now?
No, we start to go. Let's say after June. No, yes, after June and July, there was no lockdown. We start to go out and enjoy with our trips, and there was no lockdown, and it was okay for us. But we pay attention. We wear our masks. We really careful about hands and which really try to be hygienic, and it's very good for us for now. We try to keep ourselves hygienic as much as we can.
Okay.
But
okay.
I personally really take care of others also, to just keeping the distance, trying to.
The same as here. The same. But when did they start the school again there? How many days ago?
This Monday.
This Monday. So I understand. Okay, I understand well. Okay. So this Monday, and after 2 days, you're again at home.
Yes, they will. Yes, for example, my youngest niece, will go to school Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday we will have online lessons, and then the other group
So
will go another day.
So that was so incredible to think that for 1 minute I think maybe I understand worse. No, after 2 days again. No, that's ha detto il suo primo nipote, hanno iniziato la scuola lo scorso lunedì a Istanbul, dopo 2 giorni è di nuovo a fare lezioni online.
Only 2 days?
Only 2 days, I understand, so it's incredible to think for me. How old is your nephews?
10 years old.
10?
Okay. Only 10 years old.
Yeah, that's incredible. But that's because they find a COVID case in the school or for other reasons? Because maybe you are again in lockdown.
Because there is one girl positive of COVID. The last COVID.
No, it's incredible.
I'm not following the numbers. I'm not following the numbers of COVID-19 patients because it's boring anymore for me. I prefer to stay away from these illness news. I prefer to watch better movies, read books, listen good music, and I've fed up listening everything about it. Okay, we have one choice, okay, to just take care of ourselves. This is this is my side. Just protect yourself. Just enjoy the day. I mean, over the last 6 months, it's been really boring for me, and I really had a boring days. Even though I get a haircut after long day, long hours, and then let's say I didn't want to stay away from real relations. I went out for walking and I met with my friends outside. We went out, but we stayed. We didn't meet at the cafe or somewhere. We just went for a walk and spent time. And we take care of ourselves and we try to keep the distance. I mean, we pay attention
it's the same as here. It's exactly the same as here. Have you seen that maybe we go again to lockdown in Italy? Maybe.
When? Next week?
Maybe we'll go again to the lockdown in Italy. They're talking about the government start to think to the half of October to start again a sort of lockdown. That's incredible, because people here are stupid. They don't think to protect themselves.
Oh, yeah, all over the world is saying no worries.
Yeah, don't think about it. Yeah, no. Let's go on and see what happened.
Maybe the government we close some regions because that we have more people that it have the COVID
for the pandemic. Maybe we close again.
No, or Italy. Maybe 1, 2, 3 regions.
See, not all the Italy, maybe, but maybe the most zones there are with COVID, the most places, regions, country. I don't know how do you call. Do you know regions? No.
Yes,
what it means?
Like a Florence region.
Region.
I like Italian culture actually. I mean, I know that we are so similar to each other, even though when we are speaking, you're really sincerely friendly, kind, and we welcome each other very nice. And we share the same lens actually. We are Mediterranean, so I'm happy to just having really lovely talk with you guys and really enjoyable. And
thank you.
I want to just ask about English a bit. How long have you been speaking English?
Sure. I started when I was very, very little at school. So very, very little. I was around 8 years old at school. That is not so popular when we were younger. And of course, I made it again with traveling, of course, with job, because English at school is not exactly English that you talk You know,
Mhm.
scholastic
I know.
English is very, and you can tell me better than me.
Yes,
It's so
yes.
different.
Please go ahead. I
It's so
want to just listen from somebody who's not from my culture, and I really want to learn that how other people really learn this language and how they improve themselves, and if they learn it from their school and how they improve, and when they go out, how they speak this language. I mean, English is a global language.
Ricordo, lei fa l'insegnante di inglese, insomma.
Sì.
I remind to Clarissa, what is
Yeah,
your
yeah, go
job?
ahead.
Yeah.
I'm an English speaking coach. I've been
I know,
doing
I
this
know.
business 16 years for online and 4 years only one-to-one. And why I choose to have online programs 16 years ago, because I was working in a company, in a global company. It was very
I remember
popular
very
and
well. I remember very well your past job.
my
Because we were
previous job.
talking more about this. Do you
Yes,
remember?
yes.
We were talking
Because
more about your change of job, your change
yes,
working.
yes, yes.
Yeah, I remember very well.
When I decided to focus on doing online job because of my work, because I was living far away. I was working really far away from my house, with
Yeah.
let's say 40 kilometers, and come back. Round trip was around, let's say, it depends, 80 kilometers. It was too far away. So in the early
Yeah.
morning, I woke up really early and I came home really late, and I spent all day long. The traffic hours were really bad.
I
So it was
understand what
really
you mean.
boring. So I decided to give
Sì,
lessons after work and only online. Thanks for
Yeah.
MSN Messenger and
Yeah.
Skype.
Niente, lei da
They
4 anni
they were
cerca di
really
lavorare
my
online, perché
uh,
passava le giornate in mezzo al traffico per andare, perché aveva la sua sede di lavoro lontano da casa.
Ah, penso, allora
Ok.
fatto bene.
Sì. I explained to Clarissa better.
yeah. So I think you have been speaking English more than 10 years, I guess.
Absolutely. Yeah, more than 10 years.
That's
Yeah.
nice. I like it.
Okay. That is fine that you put your questions right in there. It's perfect. Perfect.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
Leggi che metto le
Okay.
domande.
Ah,
Ok.
Okay. How did you learn how to speak English?
Initially at school
In Italy,
and
yes.
after with the life, of course. Initially at school, when I was 8 years old, I started. I try to think whether when we were younger, English, it's something that you study outside the school. It's not a subject at school. Now the young boy and girls is obligated to study English, to study a language at school. When we were younger, English is something more. So I went in the afternoon in the school just to study English, because you're not obligated as now. Now, informatic, no? IT, informatic, technologies and English. Do you use English when you travel? Yes, always. Especially when you go in France. Do you know, Erica, that in France, they are stupid. Nobody speaking English. Do you remember this thing? Because they are national. I think that they're doing. Yeah. And they're stupid because if you go in France and I don't speak English, nobody speak English.
No, because of the French is racist.
Because they're racist in French.
It's really.
Is it true? Have you tried this, Erica?
Actually, I went to France for running marathon in La Parisienne Marathon.
Yes, marathon, yes.
Yes.
That you asked me if we could meet each other in Paris. I remember this. Yeah.
And then I tried to learn other language while I was traveling. Actually, it was enjoyable. At the same time, I really learned the cultural
Yeah.
things. For example, how you eat, how you dance, how you enjoy, what do you do? Because when you are with local people, you really enjoy.
Yeah.
Why I like about Italian culture, they are so cool. They never care. They really lovely. They enjoy
È
their
vero, è
life.
vero, è
They
verissimo.
don't mind.
Lei era
They,
andata, lei ha lavorato per tanti anni per la Groupama Assicurazioni.
Wow.
Sì, because she was the manager of Groupama. I can say the
thank
name.
you.
E loro andavano a fare le maratone in giro per l'Europa, proprio quelle proprio aziendali. E lei una volta andò a Parigi e mi disse: perché non ci troviamo lì, visto non riesco, te non puoi venire a Istanbul perché avevano messo le bombe. E lei non poteva riscendere, dice: vediamoci a Parigi a metà strada. Perché lei è andata a fare una maratona a Parigi.
You're right.
You know, I love the sound of Italian language. I mean, it's
Thank
I
you.
lost my way when I was in Rome. I asked police officer, "Can you help me?" Because there was no Google Maps those days. I had a normal map, and he said, "Okay, girl, no worries. You just lost your way, and I'm happy that you
Mi
speak
piace proprio
English."
di gesticolare di noi italiani, cioè quando è stata a Roma era una cosa proprio che gli piaceva
The
tanto.
Roman
Yes.
people have
Per-
the way.
Yeah.
The
But it's funny.
dialect.
And so,
So it's enjoyable to. I mean, I think when you speak English, you add value to your life. Actually, you keep from people from another country, another culture, another language. You never
yes.
mind other. I mean, I am kind of happy that I learned this language when I was really younger, and I had many friends from many countries, and I grown up with international mind, and this is really helpful to see great things and change your perspective, change your vision, and you can see
Absolutely.
better in life. So I love English, and I love keeping English in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, as I mentioned that English is not a lesson. You have to keep this language as an instrument in your life to
It's
use it.
international, it's universal language. That's
Mhm.
what I think. You can
Yes.
talk with everybody, except with French people.
No, when I was
Because they're racist.
oh, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Next week, I will have my, former manager. He's French. He's kind. So I love all nations. It's about maybe when you're traveling, maybe people don't know how to speak the language,
Ah, yes, ok, I
and
know what
I
you mean. Ok.
understand
Le
them. I
tre sono tutte
understand
così, ha
them.
detto, perché lei aveva il suo manager, quello il suo capo, che era francese ed era invece molto smart. È perché magari i francesi sono molto lì, non viaggiano tanto e quindi tendono a essere...
Sono come i toscani del sud.
Sì. Clarice is saying that maybe French people are the same as South Italian people. Because in the
South Tuscany.
South Tuscany, because it's something different. But you know that
Huh.
in Italy, I don't know how it's in Turkish, but in Italy, there's so many different people from the north of Italy, center of Italy, and south of Italy. There are
I know. I met
different, completely different habits, completely different languages, mentalists, mind. Yeah, it's completely different. That's what. English is not a lesson. What do you mean with the English is not a lesson?
because in all over the world, they think that when they go to school, they think that it's a language. So English or any other language are not lessons. They are the instrument to contact with people, to communicate people, to enjoy life. just having fun. When we use it as a tool to understand each other.
Yeah, it's true, maybe.
What do you think?
Yeah, maybe it's true. Yeah. And so,
So
which is
I
the,
want
the
to
next
ask another.
question? Tell me, sorry.
My next question is,
Okay.
I'm typing now. So do you have foreigner friends
Or co-workers,
or
yeah,
co-workers?
except than you. Oh, yeah, okay, foreign friends, of course. Co-workers, maybe not. Maybe no. Maybe Clarissa, te c'hai compagni stranieri in classe. No, Clarissa, schoolmates. Foreigner schoolmates.
Orf are in the Romania. My girls in the Romania from the Romania. Boys, no,
Chinese, no?
One
Chinese.
One China. Boys, Senegal.
Two. So many.
Senegal, Albania.
So Albania,
Philippines
too.
Philippines.
So
In
many.
Italy,
One
you
girl,
have
one boy,
international
girls
friends.
from
Wow.
Philippines.
So many. All in our class.
That's lovely.
Senegal,
In
Albania,
her
Romania,
classroom. Wow.
Philippines,
China
5.
But in this moment is really in China.
Okay, she says their schoolmates.
Oh, she's Chinese. Okay.
Chinese schoolmates of her actually is in China, of course, because she couldn't come back
before
for the COVID.
they close
The borders.
The 1 days before close start the lockdown in Italy.
So Chinese schoolmates of Clarissa couldn't come back in Italy actually for the COVID. China. She's in China. She's actually in China. She doesn't come back.
I am sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Victoria, is it easy to travel abroad?
Actually, no. This year, no. Except that
no, before pandemic. Before pandemic.
For pandemic, of course.
Before pandemic.
Before, sure. In Europe, you can travel everywhere. No, Tunisia, no. Listen to me. Have done a travel on March, just a few days before lockdown. I went to Tunisia to find a friend. Just in March. So in the airport, they're trying to meet the flu and nothing more. But it's just, I was coming back just 2 days before lockdown, just in time.
Come on.
It was my last travel. God. It was my last travel this year, Tunisia. Yeah, the first week of March. So it's not difficult. It's depending where you would like to go for me. Because if you're traveling abroad in Italy, it's not a problem. If you're traveling abroad in the Europe, sure, it's difficult. But before pandemic, no, it's not. Why is difficult? With the passport, you can go everywhere. In Europe, you can go everywhere. They close the border. Yeah, out of the border, yes. No, before pandemic, she's asking. No, for me, it's not difficult. Why? It's only a question of managing your life, managing your things, your hours. Yes, of course. But in 1 hour of flight, 2 hours, you can go everywhere in Europe. And it's cheap. Yes, I know. Maybe you can travel by train. As I was in Italy, I used only trains. It was really enjoyable, actually. I mean, when you're younger, it's how can I say it? 10 years ago, when I was in Italy, I saw that much more
older people than me, like 60 years old, 70 years old. People were just traveling, and I said, "Where are you coming from?" He said, "They're from China." I spoke with another one. They said they are from Korea. And then, oh my God! So I asked them, and I'm asking you the same question: why traveling abroad is important for people? Why
Why
it's
travel
so
is
necessary?
important because you get bigger, your mind.
Mhm.
It's not a stupid thing because you open your mind because you see different cultures. Clarissa can confirm to me that I say to her the next year, when you become 18 years old, so you arrive to the mayor age, my gift for your birthday will be the passport. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
perfect.
No,
Perfect.
this is true. I say to Clarissa, when you become mayor age the next year, don't ask me anything. Don't ask me shoes. Don't ask me dresses. Don't ask me anything because my
Wow.
present for your 18 year, because the passport is the card for your freedom. Can you
Yes.
confirm to me? Yeah. Passport is the main thing, is the biggest present that I can do to you because I give you the pass for your freedom. Is
Yes.
it true? Yeah.
For me, it's same. I mean, I
I know.
traveled to United States when I was 16. So for me, it was a gift from God to just, having a scholarship to study in United States and meeting with different people, new culture, new international mind. Everything
Of
was
course.
totally different and new, and I was ready to learn everything. I mean, it's really important to learn things when you're younger. I understand your point. Thanks. That's
Yeah, of
really
course.
meaningful advice for other people. Thanks for it.
Yeah, it's important because you open your mind. Traveling is opening your mind.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Specialmente per quel che studio.
Clarissa is studying for be a barman. She's
What is
going to
it?
the high school of Clarissa. I can explain to you. They're studying for become a hotel manager, barman, these things. So Clarissa is saying, especially for her future job after studying, is important to travel.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I say to Clarissa, Clarissa, you are lucky because I have a friend all over the Europe, as you know.
Yes.
So when you finish to study, you can go stage or working definitely everywhere you go. If you would like to go in Turkish, I have you. If you would like to go in London, as you know, of course, I have
Yes,
the
we
pub,
have
I have
fun.
Oscar, my friend. If you would like to go in France, we have another friends in France. To Canary Island too. I say to Clarissa, go on stage there, and after you find your place for your life.
The stage I can do. The stage I can. Last year, I don't do
The stage for the
stage
COVID.
and not this years because for the COVID.
Yeah.
Last year because the cause is for the lockdown. Maybe in 5th year then in high school I can't because for the coronavirus.
They can't do the stage at school for COVID this year.
And anche l'anno scorso.
Yeah. And also the last year.
Everything changed actually. Everything has been changed, and we just watch it right now. I think I mean, this COVID-19 gave us another way to understand each other. For example, how traveling was a great freedom to hug each other. How walking, I mean, without thinking, just doing things however you like was a great freedom for us.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely.
And I was just traveling without thinking. Okay, I was just buying the ticket and I was just traveling somewhere without thinking if there is a coronavirus or not. But now we locked down our
Yeah.
house, and we just stayed in a room. We just watch things. Okay, I know now
Erica,
what
Erica,
is.
stop it. Try to think also another thing. Before Twin Towers, do you remember how was expensive to travel? Do you remember?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
now that is so cheap, respect before Twin Towers. Now it's cheaper to travel. So it's stupid not use it. Because if you remember about 20 years ago, 20 years ago, how was cheap an air flight? You remember? Sorry, not cheap, expensive. It was so expensive travel. Now it's very cheap. So it's good to travel now, no? Also this.
I remember 10 years ago, I paid a lot of money to come Italy. But
Yeah.
for example, to going another country, when you get in a promotion, you can get good price and cheap ticket, and it's easy for you to find and follow cheap ticket, and you can travel anywhere you want. So
Yeah.
let's talk about this then. So the advantage and disadvantage of traveling, as I understood from your speech.
It's difficult to drink.
Oh, you told me that you changed your, mind. You became different person. You opened your mind. So these are advantage. What about disadvantage? When you see new people, when you see new, maybe technology, new life, do you want to change your life when you look at their life? Maybe this is the disadvantage part. Maybe you want
Maybe,
to be
yeah,
like
but
them.
now I'm thinking what it could be, maybe. Advantages.
But for
Disadvantages.
me, it's the advantage. When you see new things, you may change your life in a positive way.
Persone.
Svantaggi?
Gli svantaggi?
We're talking about vantaggi e svantaggi di viaggiare.
Vantaggi che tipo conosci?
Okay,
Senti.
the advantages, we already talked about it, that you can create an open mind, you know many people, you see different cultures, and so it's better, okay, for your life, because it's better to see with your own eyes than studying on the books, absolutely. Because especially that me and you were a couch surfer, so you see countries with the eyes of people that lives there. It is absolutely different. And if you go with travel organization, or especially if you study on the book, absolutely different. The advantages, maybe disadvantages, maybe there are, maybe it can happen something. For example, me too, one time ago, there was eruption of Iceland. Maybe there's, I don't know. Disadvantages, I don't know. It's so different question,
You
this.
explained it. You explained it, actually. And so, thank you for this lovely, friendly, sincerely talk.
Nothing.
And here is my last question. And can you tell me one of your uh, experience story about language? I mean, when you were not speaking language, when you spoke language very well, when you just said, "Okay, Octavia, you are great. You have done this."
Yeah.
Can you just tell me a little story about it? I think you have
My
many
little
stories about
story.
language.
No, my little story is very simple because I tell it many times also to Clarissa. My first travel abroad was when I was 18 or 19 years old. I went to Scotland because my first travel was in Manchester in the UK, and after for 2 weeks in Scotland because I have a friend of mine there that I knew in Florence. I was studying English at school on the box. So try to think, for 10 years, I didn't understand the difference between should and will, because my teacher at school wasn't able to comprehend me, to explain me better the difference between should and will. When I went to Scotland the first time, my friend of there said to me, Ottavia, but it's simple. Should is something that you would like to do, but you're not sure to do. Will is something that you are sure to do. And in 2 minutes, he explained me what I never learned in 10 days of school. It's funny this. In 2 minutes, because for many years at school, my teacher wasn't able to explain me in the right way the difference between should and will. And he in Scotland, in 2 minutes, completely cleared me my mind about it. It's good. Yeah.
So
Is it
we are
enough
not.
for you?
Yes,
Is it
yes,
enough for
thank
you, or
you.
do you want something else?
I want to add something.
No, another thing. When I was always 8 years, I explained you that my first travel was in Manchester, and then in Manchester I get the bus for going to Scotland because it was cheaper, it was shorter, because 4 hours by bus I went to Manchester in the Scotland to Glasgow. And in Manchester they have a dialect, as in the Italy, maybe it's in Turkish too, a different dialect, different mode to talk English. For example, the vocal, for example, we are saying the book. In Manchester, they say the book. For instance, we are talking about the bus, and they say the bus. So if for me, when I go there, of course, I was very young. I was coming from school. So when I try to ask also the stupid things, for instance, where can I get the ticket for that? Where is the way to the museum? They're saying, what you're talking about? What is the museum? They're thinking, you get the book, you get the bus. And so it was so complicated for me to understand. Because at school, they're talking English perfect. But in Manchester, I don't remember why I went in Manchester. Yes, maybe because there was a singer. Do you remember Take That? Take That, the group, Robbie Williams.
Yes, yes.
He was from Manchester. So I would like, because my sister was a great fan of Robbie and Take That, I would like to go to Manchester for this reason. But the English of Manchester is completely different from English to London or from English to Scotland. So it was funny because when I went to Scotland, do you remember Lisa Stansfield, the singer? Lisa Stansfield.
Yeah, I remember. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
So we are watching a concert of her on TV. And my Scottish friend say to me, do you understand when she talks? And I say, sorry, what do you mean? Because she's from Birmingham. And in Scotland, they make fun of her because she was from Birmingham. Maybe in Glasgow, they are talking a different English too. In London, they're talking different English too. And in Manchester, another different English. But for me, I was so young. I was coming from school to comprehend all the different. I didn't think about dialects, but it's true. Because in every country, there are different dialects, exactly as in Italy. This is what my funny remind of language that I had. The first impact with English. Yeah.
There are some notes for you. Here's some notes.
These are comments of people. Great. Hello. Good vibes. Yeah, of course. Hello.
Oh, there are some notes. Thank you.
Thank you. To you too. It's great to keep in touch always with you and everything.
Yeah. Thank you for being my guest. It's my first.
No, thank you for being my friend, not guest. First of all, you are my friend.
Thank you.
Hope to see you soon again. Or me there, or you here. You're always welcome in your house.
Thank you.
Okay.
I miss my house.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm from a Latin world, I guess.
Yeah. I don't have anymore the cat. Do you remember my cat?
Yes.
Perlino, he was died, of course, because he was old, but
Okay.
nothing matter.
Thank you so
Okay.
much for this lovely conversation. It's been a long time that I haven't seen you and talked to you.
I
And
know.
thank you. And
You too.
So for audience, thank you for listening us. I hope you enjoyed. And let's see who is my next Funda İydi Talks guest. Thank you so much for listening.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Many
Goodbye.
kisses. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.